forth after like 3 or 4 rounds of the super ovulation. And we had to stop that because the doctor said, hey, you're gonna run out of eggs. So if you want to keep, if we keep doing it this way, you could run out of healthy eggs, because super ovulation forces your body to produce more eggs than it normally would, and mature them faster than they normally would. So to be doing that and having it fail every month, he's like, I don't know if you want to keep putting and it is grueling on the body. It is grueling on the body to force your body to do things that it doesn't do naturally. It's exhausting. It's painful. Like some nights I couldn't sleep because of the pressure, on my ovaries. It's uncomfortable. There were some days I was on my kitchen floor crying because I did not want to stab myself, not another time, in the stomach. And you would think that it wouldn't be bad, like, oh, needle bump. But every day I would come home from work and it'd be a battle. Like I would be standing there 20 minutes. Okay. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I went through so many alcohol swabs. I was like, oh man, it's contaminated now. I got to wipe it again. And it just would take me 20 minutes just to mentally, just for one shot. And I had to do it 3 times.
Wow.
So I'm like, now at the end of it all, it was all worth it. But when you're going through it.
Yeah, so during that time, the mental and the physical toll that it, really took on you and had on you, did you ever feel like really angry or bitter at God, despite the promise that he gave you, and you knew that this promise was from God, not something that you just came up with in your mind, but you knew that this promise was from God? Did you ever feel angry and bitter in the time that you had to endure all of this?
Angry, not so much. I actually found myself being more angry at my husband than God, but bitter, yes. Bitter, definitely. I am definitely that Hannah in the Bible, where she had the bitterness of spirit and she would cry and weep in her spirit, and that was me. I was bitter. I was bitter because I didn't understand why I had to go through it, because I thought that I was a pretty good Christian. So I was just like, wait a minute, the good things are supposed to happen to me, not the bad things. Right. But clearly that's not how it works when you're a child of God. And we all know that. But, when you're going through stuff, you're not as rational as you should be. So I was definitely bitter. And I definitely held a lot, not really bitter to the point where I wasn't happy for other people when they were, experiencing the joy in their pregnancy. I was genuinely happy for those around me. But I felt I was bitter because I found that a lot of my friends, thankfully not you didn't do that to me, but a lot of my friends, when they would announce their pregnancies, they'd be like, oh, your day will come soon. Or soon it'll be your turn, and you just kind of gotta like, yeah, thank you. But really you just want to be like, can you just not even talk about, like, let's focus on you, don't even bring me up. So yes, I was definitely bitter in all this, and I definitely felt alone in all of it, even in my marriage, because I was administering a lot of the shots by myself in the first 2 rounds. And I'm like, So like when my husband said he wanted to do one more time before trying the IVF, I was like, I'm not doing it. I was like, I'm not doing it. Wasting all these money on drugs and stuff and doing this by myself. So you don't understand. And he was going through what he was going through, but he didn't understand the physical aspect of it, the pain, the discomfort. And I'm like, this is horrible. And I was gaining weight every time I would do it, because it makes you retain water and all that stuff. So that was another thing, because I was gaining weight, people thought I was pregnant, but really I was just going through the fertility treatments. So that was another blow, because then you got people who don't have any coof, so they're like, oh girl, you getting thick, you pregnant. No, I'm not. Yeah. I wish that was the reason. So we had to have a come to Jesus meeting. Like, you're going to have to be a part of this. I don't know if it's you got to shoot me too or something, but I need to feel like I'm not alone in doing this. Like, you can't just go up into the room and leave me to do all the stuff for myself. So you know, when we did it, he was like, I'm there 100%. And he committed. And, you know, that was better knowing that I wasn't alone in it. And it strengthened our marriage because we would pray together. We would, you know, do this together. And he would, you know, encourage me and rub the sore spot from the needle. Yeah. So it was helpful, but it was rough. Yeah. It was rough. But I kept the faith. I kept the faith. One of the scriptures that helped me while I was going through what I was going through and then through my journey was Psalm 27:13. I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And I felt like that resonated with me because I knew that God made me a promise. And I knew that what God has promised, he is mighty and faithful to fulfill. So I just had to be encouraged that while I'm still on this earth, while there's still breath in my body, God is going to fulfill his promise to me. Amen. So I hope that that encourages you if you are going through infertility issues. God will keep his promise.
Amen. Amen. So we thank you for watching, and continue the discussion. Join our Facebook page, ChristiChristie. We'll leave the link in the description box so you can find us, and we hope to see you on our next video.
See you guys later. Connect with us. Bye.